繼續開會。
We'll resume. 2 members have yet to speak, and we invite Mr. Paul there. Thank you, Chairman. As I said, I think the principle in law is relatively clear. Pending a court ruling, those members are still qualified legislators. I did ask whether the administration should seek an injunction or our president can make a decision under ROP 79(1) so that the ball can be in the court. But of course, this is a very difficult decision to make, politically speaking. However, I think we are a bit taken aback by the administration's decision. However, having heard our own legal advisor's view, I think there is a question mark with regard to the government's position. However, without affecting the proceedings, I don't think we need to adjourn because of this position, because we have greater public interest at risk, because the public may want us to put questions to their government and to have their replies. Although the government has stated its position, well, I think that they can reserve they could continue to answer members' questions, although they did not recognize or acknowledge their position. So we can adopt the same attitude. Mr. Kenneth Leung and Mr. Holden Chow, and I draw the line after that, 2 minutes each. Mr. Kenneth Leung, I got up at 6:30 this morning to prepare for the agenda for the meeting. It's not easy that we can proceed normally in early November. Mr. John Tsang said he represented the government's position. I'd like to express my strong regret and dissatisfaction. Of course, I understand that it was a collective decision. I did not see proper legal advice from the administration, although it claims that it's acting according to legal advice, and we are interpreting the basic law in our own way. We are given the powers and functions to monitor the government and the basic law. If the administration refuses to answer our questions, perhaps next week there may be another 5 members who may face a judicial review from the administration, because they can nitpick in our and so many of our oath-taking occasions. For instance, if you haven't buttoned up your suit properly in the process, you might be criticized for being not serious enough. So FS, perhaps you discuss with your administration once again, because it may not be within your own power to decide so. CY Leung claims that he wants to improve EXCO legislature or executive legislature relations. I think that was a lie. What he said yesterday, he said something yesterday, and now he has planted a bomb. So this is unacceptable. Mr. Holden Chow. Because the JR is not yet in progress as far as the 4 members are concerned. So should they be allowed to ask questions? I think many of us here have a question mark. Before or pending any outcome from the JR, these members are here exercising their powers in the council. Indeed, there is such a view. So DAB members have discussed among ourselves. As our party chairman, Ms. Sarili, said, we hope that the administration would reconsider its position. Whether government officials should be required not to answer questions from these members. We hope the administration can think about this. And should we adjourn this meeting on this basis, as suggested by some members? I don't think this is appropriate because all of us have come prepared for this meeting. I hope we can make use of our meeting time properly to discuss issues on the agenda. If we adjourn the meeting here, we may deprive of members' opportunity to ask questions and would make their preparation work abortive. So we oppose the adjournment motion. At the same time, we ask the administration to reconsider its position. All right, that ends our discussion. We have given members ample time to speak. Now we will deal with Mr. Dennis Kwok's motion. He moved that the meeting be adjourned at once because of the remarks or comments made by the FS at the beginning of the meeting. Ms. Sarili, I claim a division. All right, the bell will be rung for 5 minutes.
好，大家
Right. Please proceed to vote. For those who are in favor, please raise your hands. Hold it. I'll read out. All right. You can only please wait for your names to be read out. Mr. Kenneth Lam, Mr. Hui Ji-hong, Mr. James Tom, Mr. Wu Ji-wai, Mr. Yu, Dr. Fernando Zhang, Dr. Dennis Kwok, Mr. Raymond Chen, Mr. Tanya Chen, Mr. Charles Ma, Mr. Andy Ju, Dr. Kwok Kim, Mr. Ang Kwok Hong. In favor. Have I missed out any? Those who are against, hands up please. Luk Chung Hong, Chen Chen Ying, Mr. Paul Si, Mr. Oden Chow, Mr. Wong Teng Kwong, Mr. Prem Shek, Mr. Jeffrey Lam, Mr. Ari Lee, Mr. John Kok-wan. Have I missed out any? Right, please count the numbers.
贊
14 for, 9 against.
咁啊，我哋現時宣布咧呢個。
The motion is passed and the meeting is adjourned.